Hi guys, my name is Nurhafiz Amin, and today I'm going to talk about monocots and dicots. Okay. Plants can be separated into two distinct categories, monocots and dicots. A maple tree is an example of dicot, whereas a turf is an example of monocot. What makes the two types different? And why is it important to know which is which? Monocots is different from the dicots in four distinct structural features, such as leaves, stems, roots, and flowers. But the difference starts from the very beginning of the plant life cycle, the seed. Within the seed lies the plant embryo, whereas monocot have one cotyledon and dicots have two cotyledons. This small difference at the very start of the plant's life cycle leads each plant to develop vast difference. So first, I'm going to talk about the roots. Once the embryo begins to grow its roots, another structural difference occurs. Monocots tend to have fibrous roots that web off in many directions. These fibrous roots occupy the upper level of the soil in comparison to dicot root structures that dig deeper and create thicker systems. Dicot roots also contain one main root called the taproot, where other smaller roots branch off. Despite the type of plants, roots are essential to plants' growth and survival, therefore encouraging a deeper and more extensive root system that can help increase the health of the plant. Okay, second, I'm going to talk about the stems. Okay, as the monocots develop, the stem arranges the vascular tissue, the circulatory system of the plant sporadically. This is extremely unique compared to dicots' organized fashion that arranges the tissue into a donut-looking structure, or is organized the structure into round. It's organized. Unlike the monocots, monocot structure, we call it a random one. Like maybe sometimes here, sometimes it's there. It's not organized like dicots. The way a stem develops is important to know. Stems are in charge of supporting the entire plant and help position it to reach as much as sunlight as possible. The vascular tissue within the stem can be thought of as a circulatory system for bringing nutrients to each portion of the plant, the leaf, to everywhere of the plant. They need that. Okay, so the third difference is the leaves. Both monocots and dicots form different leaves. Monocot leaves are characterized by their parallel veins, while dicots form branching veins. Leaves are another important structure of the plant because they are in charge of feeding the plant and carrying out the process of photosynthesis. Okay, I have an example here. As you can see, this is an example of dicot's leaf. You can see it's branching out here, branching here, branching here, branching here. Okay, this is a pumpkin tree leaves. It's also an example of a dicot tree. dicot base. And here we have the coconut leaf. As you can see here, you can look, maybe it's not clear, but the veins are parallel to each other right here. So coconut is a monocot, what we call a monocot base tree, monocots. Okay, the last one, we're going to talk about the flowers. How many flower petals does monocots and dicots usually have? The last distinct difference between monocots and dicots are their flowers. If they have flowers, monocot flowers usually form in the multiple of 3, like 3, 6, or 9. And for dicots, flowers, dicot flowers occur in multiple of 4 or 5, like 4, 8, or 5, 10. So thank you for watching. I hope you learn many things from my presentation, and till we meet again in the next assignment.